Hello, J-Power Modern Real Estate. Today we're going to talk about being a CTME user and using loop for compliance only. A couple things I want to just go over to make sure we have a clear understanding. Loop is a requirement for compliance, but also it integrates with some of our vendor partners like LiveEasy, which is Simplify with J-Power, which is our moving concierge, which will help your clients with no cost to you and no cost to your client with moving utilities, setting up systems, etc. It also is a wonderful after closing home platform to help them manage their home, watch their values, and always keep in contact with you when it comes to any of their real estate needs. In order for these systems to work correctly, your loop has to be uploaded per the Division of Real Estate within 72 hours of execution, whether you're a CTME user or not. So if you have a buyer or a seller and you're using CTME contracts, you still need to start a loop transaction immediately and give it some basic information like under contract date, close date, and your client's contact information so these services can reach out. When you log in, as always, make sure that it does say loop premium and you see the JPAR Modern Real Estate logo in the top left. That means you are connected to our account. Excuse me, you do want to select the file that you're going to work on. And as you've probably seen in previous videos, when there is a dark, bold form that has a contract living behind it, meaning that if you're a loop user and you're going to use it for your contracts, there's a live contract behind it ready for you to fill out and share with your clients. Anything that's light colored and grayed out is just a placeholder, meaning that it's waiting for a document to be dropped in there. Your requirements are always to upload every document that's been executed into our system, whether it says required or optional, no matter what. Okay. Required and optional just means getting your CDA. If it's required, the basic documents have to be in order for us to issue a commission disbursement authorization. If it says optional, but it's been executed, you do need to upload it. So this is your checklist. You still want to make sure that you've updated your people section as a CTME user, meaning you want to make sure you're in there with your JPAR email, and you want to make sure you have the correct label. In this case, I'm a listing agent. You want to make sure your sellers are in there, if you have a seller, with their contact information, email and phone number. If you're working with buyers, same thing. Your buyers' names, contact information, email, phone numbers, etc. That way our concierge can reach out to them. You want to make sure that those things are in place, and you also want to make sure once you go under contract that you have let me change this first and foremost to active listing. I'm sorry, to under contract. When you're under contract, you want to make sure that you have an accurate close date at all times. So if it does adjust, make sure you adjust it on our end, because our vendor partners will not know. They don't get to get into your contracts and see the change, so they rely on that date to be accurate. Those are the basic things you have to do in order to make sure that your loop is set up, in order to make sure you're ready to go to submit for review when it's time to get your CDA. And there'll be another video for that. As far as your documents go, since you do have a CTME program and you're using that, all you want to do is like any other compliance system you've ever used. Convert those CTME documents, save them as a PDF, and then you can upload them into any space. Now, again, if it's a bold print, that's not going to give you an option to upload anything. If it's light gray, you'll see where you can add a file. But you can add a file pretty easily just by clicking here, and that's going to put whatever file you wanted, and let's just say this is it. It's going to put that into that placeholder, and it's not going to change the name. It'll keep the name the same, and it's going to say that it's not submitted yet, which means you just haven't requested a CDA. But it is in there, and that's how you know it's in there, because it'll say not submitted, or it'll say approved, or it'll say rejected, or needs more information. If you want to drop an agreement to amend extend here, but it won't let you because there's a document behind it, you just want to add the document the old-fashioned way. Clicking next to your folder that you want to add it to, click add a document, and you can either drag and drop it into this area. It tells you drag and drop files here, or you can go into your Finder again and select the document. In this case, let me find an easy one to use. Let's just do that. I'll open it, and now it's going to put it up here. It's going to be still labeled the exact same thing it was when it was in your Finder, and I want it to be an agreement to amend extend. So once it's uploaded and it says PDF, I want to click on it. When I give a little, it's going to give me a little cursor here. I want to click on it and then drag it over the document I want to replace. And you'll see right there it says replace with whatever the document name is. Once I let go, it's going to ask me to verify that that's what you want to do. I'll hit yes. Now it's put that document behind there, but it's kept the name the same. So compliance can easily know that this is an amend extend no matter what you had that labeled. And that's the way you want to work with all of your documents, your disclosures, your contracts, your counters, your exclusive rights, whatever it is. You're just going to drag and drop those into the correct placeholders, or if it gives you an option to add a file, you can add it directly into the system. So that is how a CTME user will use this system. Remember, make sure your information is correct, make sure your status is correct, make sure your purchase price is correct, your close date is correct, and make sure, of course, you have people added in this section to make sure that all of our systems will work properly. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. And we hope you got a lot of this video.